Welcome back. I'm Vijaya, interpreting and explaining immigration law and what it means for you with Shapir Ali of the Shapir Ali Law Group, a full service immigration and nationality law firm in Newark. So, Shah, there's this question that one of our listeners sent in, and that was about a Stokes interview. What is it, and why is someone called in for a Stokes interview?
The stoke interview is basically also called the second interview. Okay, so we know it mostly as lawyers as second interview. What happens is that when you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder and you're doing adjustment of status inside the United States to get your green card, you will have an interview. It's mandatory. There's no way out of it. Now what happens is if you go to the interview and they have suspicion on your marriage, they will call you for what we call the second interview, which is a stoke interview.
Uh-huh.
That one is a lot more intrusive than the first one. The first one is pretty much going through your paperwork. You husband and wife sits together, and it's almost like a conversation, very jovial, very everything, and then they approve it. But if they have any doubt on the case, or they have suspicion of a marriage fraud, or they want to do a random check, what they will do, they will call you again and separate you. It used to be they separate you right away, right there. Now they give you a second chance, they'll call you a second time. And when you get a second interview, be ready for it. We have some very good videos on our YouTube channel, by the way, youtube.com/Shapir Law, on such interviews, but they are very intrusive. They will ask you very detailed personal things.
Wow.
Sometimes very intimate questions. It can range from what color is your underwear.
Oh my God.
It can range how many times you had sex this week. These are the kind of questions you will get, but it's something totally allowed because you are dealing in such when you sign on that. When you sign on the immigration, you pretty much are giving them the rights to ask those questions. And none of my clients had any problems because their marriage were always genuine. I made sure of that always. By the way, when I prepare my clients, I always do a stock interview with them. Even if there's no stock interview, I separate them and ask them questions just to make sure that their marriage is what we call bona fide, which means the marriage is genuine.
Yeah.
So whenever you're getting stock interview, I highly recommend you take an attorney with you and be prepared because they're going to grind you. They'll separate you. They'll ask you same questions again and again. And if you can't answer the question right, you are doomed.
Yes.
Oftentimes, it's very, very hard to overcome. I've overcome many of such cases, even because we are humans. We tend to forget things, right? Even you ask me questions about what I did yesterday, I won't remember.
Yeah.
But they expect you to know, what did you eat yesterday? And who cooked the food?
Yeah.
There's a kind of you can get. So be ready for that.
Yes.
And if anybody needs help, just please give us a call.
Of course, always. So if you are at the receiving end of the Stokes interview or you want to secure a green card, citizenship, adjustment of status, H-1B visas, student or investor visas, whatever it is, go to Shapir Ali Law Group by logging on to peeralilaw.com. That's PEERALLYLAW.com, or call them at 510-742-5887. Getting in-depth on immigration with subject matter expert, that's Shapir Ali of the Shapir Ali Law Group. Back in a moment. You keep it right here on Mirchi. It's hot.